And as I was saying, searching for fossils is not enough. Searching for life is not enough. We want to search for the second genesis. To find that, we need an actual organism because we want to map it on this tree. We need to look at its genetic material and see if it's DNA. And if it is, how does it compare to the DNA in all life forms on Earth? We need the guts of the bug, not just a fossil remnant of it. And that also makes it more interesting in terms of the potential knowledge that we might gain about biospheres, about biology, about microbiology, about the tree of life, about medicine, about agriculture, about all the technologies and quality of life issues that trace back to biology, which are just about all of them. Having another example of biology could put us in a much better position than we are now. Where to go look for it? Well, if I was to pick a spot right now, where's our best chance on Mars of finding evidence of Martian life and the possible preserved biological remains of Martian organisms? It'd be in the ancient southern highlands. This is a map of Mars, north, south, showing the heavily cratered regions, showing the ice in the polar regions, and showing the magnetic features discovered by Odyssey. These magnetic features trace back to the earliest time in Martian history. They are arguably the oldest thing we see on Mars. They predate the giant impacts Hellas and Argyre, which erased them in the vicinity, and they predate the north-south dichotomy. So material that still has these magnetic features has been relatively undisturbed for 4 billion years. Cold, undisturbed, ice-rich, drill there, we might find frozen, preserved Martian organisms. Our second genesis. That's where we find it. It's a big job to drill there, but that's where we want to go. Okay, story 2. Story 1 was second genesis of life. Story 2, a rose. A rose is a rose. A rose on any other world. And this is the story of going out, sending life from Earth beyond. Whenever we draw pictures of Mars bases or lunar bases, there's always a greenhouse. It may be poorly engineered, but it's always stocked with plants. We're going to take plants. We know we're going to stay when we take our plants. If you came to this conference from somewhere else, you probably didn't bring your plants. But if you were moving to California, you would bring your plants. It's an operational test. Are you going to stay? If you're moving to stay, you take your plants. So we got to send our plants. So let's focus on sending our plants. So one of the big pushes I think we need to make with respect to Mars exploration is sending plants. Now, we can do it. Here's an artist's conception. Schrock, a space artist. This is not a technical engineering design for what the plant growth module might look like. It's more representative. But the point is, there's never been a flower on Mars, but we will learn to grow them. Rogers Lasny's wonderful short story, A Rose for Ecclesiastes. And we'll learn to grow them for lots of reasons. It'll be an organism level test of biohazard, environmental effects, Martian gravity. It'll be a technical base for greenhouses, technological and programmatic basis for greenhouses. It's just a cool thing to do, a wonderful opportunity for public involvement. It will be highly symbolic as the first organism to live, grow, and die in another world. It'll help diffuse back contamination issues. It'll be an important biological precursor to human exploration. If this little plant can live, well, then maybe we can live too. And finally, and importantly, it can be done in a way consistent with current planetary protection rules. Plants can be grown without any associated bacteria. You can take a rose seed or a tulip bulb and make it completely free of any associated bacteria. And we ought to do it on the moon first. It has the same partial gravity and radiation issues, and it's a lot less stringent in a planetary protection point of view. Mars is planetary protection category 4. The moon is planetary protection category 1, which means it's like Nevada. You can do anything you want there. Leave it up. So we can do it on the moon first. So the mission concept is a lunar plant growth module, as a precursor to Mars, as an important step toward human exploration of greenhouses. So here's the Mars, and you might think all I did was take the picture and turn the red color gray to get it to the moon, and you're right, that is all we did. But the point is still a powerful one. So our motto here is fly me to the moon.